The new CBK governor is set to chair his first monetary policy committee meeting tomorrow, and the first challenge that will confront him will be how to stop the Kenyan shilling from tumbling further after hitting its lowest since July 2011. This latest drop is largely blamed on the continued global appreciation of the dollar against the backdrop of jitters caused by the Greek debt crisis in the Eurozone. Despite the CBK raising its base lending rate to 10% early last month and selling dollars to meet growing dollar demand by importers, the shilling is yet to get some respite.
The government has been spending a lot more than it's collecting in taxes, and as a result, the government will obviously fall back to borrowing to fill the gap.
The widening gap between Kenya's spending on imports and the dwindling inflows from export sectors such as tourism, tea and horticulture has also worsened the situation. In other words, Kenya is now spending beyond its means, with the risk of higher prices of imported consumer items such as fuel.
When you've increased the money supply, at some point it will have to find its true value. So if you increase the supply of dollars, it's a very temporary fix. More worryingly is that those dollars are actually borrowed.
And even as the central bank's governor chairs the monetary policy committee meeting tomorrow, borrowers will be holding their breath on whether or not the decision by the MPC tomorrow will affect the lending rates.
That CBR signal indicator was supposed to be used to show monetary policy direction. If they implement policy as it ought to be, yes, interest rates ought to go higher.
In addition to announcing ways it will defend the weak shilling, the central bank's monetary policy committee will also review the Kenya Bank's reference rate, which will inform how banks will set their lending rates for the next 6 months. But the big question that begs is, will the shilling get the respite it needs to stabilize? Belegenga, Monday Special.